Breaking news, Governor Yusuf of Kano State orders immediate arrest of deposed Emir Bayero. This traditional rulers council issue in Kano State is beginning to raise more dust. The Bayero was one of the emirs that was dethroned by the government of Yusuf over the week. And Bayero actually went to visit the Awujale of Ijebu land, and all of a sudden he just came back this Saturday morning and moved into the mini palace in Nasarawa community, where the governor had already given an order for them to vacate within 24 to 48 hours. Okay, and so with that stubbornness, the governor of Kano State, Yusuf, has ordered his arrest immediately because there is something fishy here. And we're also hearing that the NSA, National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, is actually behind Bayero, who wants to remain in office. But that is obviously going to have problem because there's now a state-owned law that is governing that process. Okay, so again, let's dive into the details. Governor Yusuf of Kano State has ordered the immediate arrest of the deposed Emir of Kano, Aminu Bayero. So the governor gave the order in a statement on Saturday morning issued by his spokesperson Sanusi Bature Dawakin Tufa. So according to the statement, Yusuf accused Bayero of creating tension in the state following his return on Saturday morning, which is this morning. So the statement reads, the former emir was smuggled into Kano City last night in an attempt to forcefully return to the palace 2 days after being deposed by the governor. So as the chief security officer of the state, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kano State, Alhaji Yusuf, has directed the Commissioner of Police to arrest the deposed Emir with immediate effect for disturbing public peace and attempting to destroy the relative peace the state enjoys. Oh boy. So Nigerian News earlier reported that the dethroned Emir returned in the ancient city in the early hours of Saturday. Bayero returned to Kano into the waiting hands of crowd of supporters at the airport. So it was learned that the whereabouts of the monarch has been unknown since he was deposed by Governor Yusuf on Thursday. So according to Daily Trust, the aircraft which conveyed the monarch touched down at the Aminu Kano International Airport 4:30 a.m. this morning. So he was immediately thronged by his supporters who were chanting a verse from Surah Al-Fatiha in the Holy Quran. Oh boy. So it means that the guy did not want to leave. That is a serious one. Or it means you want to cause problem in that state, because this is not going to be a joke. This is obviously not going to be a joke. All right. Someone saying, if I were him, I wouldn't ascend the throne in the first place. Politicians like Gandola should be in jail. They are the people fermenting trouble in that state. Truth talk, my brother. Unfortunately, it was him, a direct descendant of a previous emir who had the full entitlement to ascend the throne, just like Lamido Sanusi did. Okay, to me, Lamido too shouldn't have accepted his reinstatement, knowing fully well that another governor may dethrone him in the near future. Which governor is going to dethrone him? The state is now owned by NNPP rather. When Tinubu collected deprived people of their mandate at Supreme Court because of 2027 and gave it to you, Yusuf, when rightful heir of the throne was changed to Sanusi Lamido because Jonathan congratulated him then, and Jonathan was not in good terms with Kokwanso, Sanusi Lamido should know he will be the first emir to be overthrown 2 times. He is only an emir of the Kwakwasiya movement. Can you imagine? Oh boy. So this is a problem now. Has he been arrested? That we don't know yet. So, and the news reaching us here now is that the deputy governor of Kano State is already pointing fingers at the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, for facilitating the return of the deposed Emir Bayero back to his throne. And that is not going to be good enough, as we see. Confusion as National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu reportedly orders return of Emir Bayero. What is his job? Why is he putting him out in a state matter? That is the question. Nuhu Ribadu wants to cause problem in that place. The traditional leadership crisis in Kano State has taken a new twist as the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, has reportedly ordered the reinstatement of His Royal Highness Aminu Ado Bayero as the Emir of Kano. So, Kano State Deputy Governor Aminu Abdulsalam revealed this in an interview with journalists in Kano. So, the National Security Advisor directive to return Aminu Ado Bayero as Emir directly contradicts the actions taken by Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf, who recently signed a law reinstating Muhammadu Sanusi II and abolishing the 5 additional Emirate councils. So Deputy Governor Aminu Abdulsalam expressed the administration's confusion and concern over the federal directives. Exactly. National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu ordered the return of His Royal Highness Aminu Ado Bayero as Emir of Kano. We are confused, he stated. Governor Yusuf signed the Kano State Emir Council Amendment Number 2 Law 2024, which aimed to consolidate the emirate system under Kano and reinstate Sanusi II, who was deposed in 2020 by former Governor Umar Abdullahi Ganduje. Heavy security presence has been reported at the Kano Emir's Palace as the state government prepares to support Sanusi's return. This one is another wahala. APC government at work. They don't want to lose Kano again come 2027. Exactly. They're doing everything. APC government is trying to make sure that they cause confusion in that state so that they can take it over. But it won't work. Is Ribadu supposed to advise the president on or issue an order? It doesn't have that political right, administrative right, whatever. And somebody said that is APC for you. Nuhu Ribadu has no business in what is happening in that state. Unfortunately, he is trying to meddle with it. And the Ado Bayero is trying to utilize federal connection to cause confusion in that state. But I know that it's not going to work. Kano people are very stubborn people and they will do what they have to do. Somebody said that very Ribadu is also part of our problem in Nigeria. What is your own? Focus on your security job. You can't even do it. Exactly. You can't even do it. Are you from Kano, Ribadu? That is the question. Are you from Kano? Minister now have say over the governors. So governors have no power over state again in Nigeria. That is the problem. That is APC government for you. APC at work. They are trying to cause problem in that state so that they don't lose it. Because right now, it was a slap on their face for them to have lost Kano to NNPP. So they're looking for anything they can do to cause problem there. The same way they are causing problem in Rivers State. The same way they want to cause in Edo State. So that they can take it over. The same way that they cause problem in Kogi and they cause problem in Imo State. So now they want to cause problem in that state so that they can take it over. And that is bad. That will be too bad for them. You see how absolute power corrupts absolutely. What he concerned Ribadu about Emir's tool at Kano now, Abi, what constitutional role is the guy playing in the matter now? I'll be waiting be all this now. I tell you, the federal government should not meddle in the internal affairs of Kano State. Their interference could lead to a serious problem for the entire country. Exactly. Nigeria is a movie theater. Ribadu, hands off that matter if you want peace. Who be Ribadu in the first place? He doesn't have that right. Exactly. He has no such power. Okay. The National Security Advisor should be very careful not to plunge Kano State into an unending crisis. Tinubu should call him to order. They will not. You should call him to order immediately, but they will not because they like what they do. They like what they're doing. They like what they're doing. So the thing here is that Robado should remove his hand from that matter if he wants peace in that, if he doesn't want problem in that state. And that Kano state is a very complex state to coup can start from that state. So this thing they are doing in that Kano, if care is not taken, the coup they never expected will start from that Kano. It will just take a matter of time, and the guys will say, well, this is what is happening. We are not going to support this government again. And that ends the game. That ends the game. All right? And someone said the Emir should accept this reality in good faith. When Sanusi Lamido Sanusi was unjustly deposed and disgraced from the throne, he took it quietly. Okay? He took it quietly, like a lamb to show his true class. So the deposed Emir should borrow leaf or two, borrow a leaf or two from him. Exactly. When Sanusi was deposed, Sanusi did not make trouble. He walked away. So now that he's reinstated, why is Alhaji Ado Bayero about causing problem in that state now? Because he has federal connection. That has to stop. Yeah. So someone saying it remains small now. Kingship position will become political position or political post. That is the way we see it. The thing is not a joke. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment. Trouble in Kano now because of the return of Ado Bayero to the throne with the support of APC government. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment.